It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Dedication to Wayne, Jordan with the flu game, Carolina blue flame. I do this for my routine. Ordering paninis and fellinis, my ice grill is zucchini. At Saks, rockin' Bushimi, I burn green like Caprini. I'm home, more clones with the factory settings. I got swing like a racket in tennis. Had a fling with one of them, yeah, I means at one of them, yeah, I means. Yeah, I mean, it's a movie whenever we convene, nickel. I used to dream about rockin' with Kanye. Now I got streams coming out of Zimbabwe. Frequently the flyers, my frequency was acquired. To whom much is given, much is equally required. I've been quiet, I listen to the choir when I hit the church. I know some things you can't find in the Google search. Hip hop, baby, I'm cool, hurt, dropping jewels first. Got some new merch, my wave spinning on Sioux surf. I'm New Atlanta, the Millennium Falcon. How I bond with the service for continuous browsing. I ruin classes like a single with Khaled. Fuck wrong with you, nigga know I'm clean like a senior in a prom picture. Still standing at Twan Fisher, the boy mean. My League of Legends from Arcane, I pull strings, red flag, niggas that false claim, let's talk change. But this ticket ain't a seat up at the ball game. Fly young nigga, let the swagger protrude. I get tired, no spare, you get jacked with the tool. You don't really know the magnitude, 90s with the attitude. Wrestle with the Western when I'm wetting up your avenues. I show gratitude, give it to God, then let shout it rock the mic like a guest of the pod. My brain twisted, coach niggas to greatness, I'm lane kipping, grain gripping, lane switching, I'm fluid like transmission, I'm the GOAT.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well this Friday afternoon. As y'all know, we talked about the Kendrick Lamar features on Playboy Cardi's I Am Music not too long ago. That video just went up. And just as we were, having that conversation here on the channel, right before my video went up, I saw Kanye West on Twitter openly hating, I guess not enjoying the fact that Kendrick Lamar is having all of these moments. It was about a decade ago that Kanye West could create these same types of moments, and they would have staying power, and they would have people, revering him in the top spot. For many years, he was revered in the top spot. You go back to 2004, you go back to 2005, 2007, you go to 2008 and 9, you go to 2010. Like, he wasn't above Jay, but he was in that conversation. And in certain moments, he superseded. You know what I'm saying? Those days are over. And for whatever reason, it is bothering him that Kendrick Lamar is in this position. I personally believe it's because of Drake. For whatever reason, Kanye's identity is about him going back and forth with Drake when Drake was the guy, when he was the chosen. He enjoyed their sportsmanship, or whatever they want to call it, gamesmanship, beef, frenemy situation that they had between each other. And now that Drake has been effectively removed from that position, he no longer has that fire in his belly to go at Drake because he's damaged goods, right? And again, something in him is incomplete when he doesn't have that. And he seemingly wants to throw shade at Kendrick for whatever reason, when he's been supporting this dude for many years. So he comes out with a tweet earlier stating that he does not like Kendrick Lamar's music. Excuse me, that's daylight. This here. I don't like Kendrick Lamar's music. He raps very good, but I didn't need to hear him on Cardi album. Now, I find this to be a very interesting sequence of words here. So he raps very good, but you didn't need to hear him on Cardi album. Okay, that's great. But to say I don't like Kendrick Lamar's music, what does that have to do with Cardi's album? Cardi's album isn't necessarily Kendrick Lamar's music. He just got a couple appearances on there. You know what I'm saying? You're open. You can not like Kendrick Lamar's music, by the way. That's not a problem. But you've been dick riding Kendrick for the last decade, and all of a sudden you no longer like his music. That is what I find strange. And I typically would not accuse anybody of dick riding, but we're gonna pull up the files. Okay? So just about a month ago when the Super Bowl came out, this is what Kanye had to say about that.
So, a few people have been asking me, like, what did you think of the Kendrick halftime show? And I really loved the show. It was my favorite halftime show since, like, a Michael Jackson era, which I kind of just barely remember. I just be seeing clips of it.
This was your favorite Super Bowl performance since Michael Jackson, but you don't like this nigga music? Oh, no. What in the hell was that, Kanye? Yeah, as a nigga that grew up listening to your shit, this is highly disappointing. I mean, you've been doing some clout chasey shit, the Nazi shit, all that other weird shit you've been on. I wanted to talk about it, just didn't have time to talk about it because there was just so much Kendrick to talk about that it really wasn't all that important in my, in my scheduling. But you've been out here crashing out and going sad for a nice bit of time. You've been clout chasing. You've been trying to get attention for something. You got this album about to drop very soon, this Bully album, and you're trying to keep the spotlight on you every now and then when you getting the urge. Okay, we getting the album ready. All right, let me go viral. Nah, nigga, keep going on. I'm gonna let you finish.
And it was super simple. The flag was fresh when they did Be Humble, the way that people's heads was moving. I was just like shook. This is like super fresh, right? The man's voice control, all that. And of course they built up the controversy on whether he's gonna do the record. And then at the end I saw people saying like this is the worst halftime show. And I'm just like, everybody I know that I talked to in real life said this is the best halftime show. And so this is my point right here. When I say one man's in jail, one superstar, one black superstar is in jail, the next black superstar is on stage. They take one rapper to take another rapper down. You gotta remember, watch this. It's like Drake was almost like the new generation R. Kelly. The way R. Kelly had the radio and the smash and all that type of stuff. And then the idea that was put out in the Kendrick song is what R. Kelly is actually locked up for. Now, this information is out here. This could be used, right? And, they give Kendrick everything. He wins everything. Then he does this amazing Super Bowl commercial. I mean, not commercial, I'm sorry. 40 and slip shout out, go to GC.com. I didn't do that on purpose, bro. He does this amazing Super Bowl performance, and right after they say it's the worst Super Bowl performance. And I'm like, yo, this is what I've been saying. They use black people against each other, and when they're done with what their agenda is, they're going to kick you out. That's my perspective on it.
And even while he's talking about this, he's still pandering to his greatest competition, Drake. Because without saving him, without throwing him rope, how can I compete with him? How can I fulfill my obsession of him if he has no standing? That's all that is, right? But nonetheless, he said it's the best halftime show ever. He loved it. He loved everything about it. But now he don't like the man's music. Very interesting to me. Now, that was just about a month ago. Let's go back to when he just had an interview talking about the Kendrick and Drake situation. I believe that was about a month ago as well.
You and Drake have had a long-standing beef and battle for years.
Yeah.
Now Drake is at odds with another Gemini, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Who do you think won that rap battle?
Well, one thing is like with Kendrick, I was like, man, why you killed my nemesis? Where's the movies if it ain't no Drake?
Yeah.
For me, it's like, or at least
took him down for a little bit. You know, in superhero films, like maybe it's like one of the characters, Wolverine or something, just goes away for a couple films and stuff. I'm like, damn, man, it's like, it was really challenging for me to make Father Stretch My Hands and different things. And man, I work, you know, like top 5 song ever created in life. You know, I'm like, you know, redoing the drums, bringing Metro on. And,
so Kendrick killed Drake. He's dead.
Yeah, for now. You know, you can't ever count out Steph Curry, and so that man might hit 200 points in one, you know, song or something. You know what it was? It's like Kendrick brought, like, look at the Tyler, the Creator, freestyle that he did. Like, I'm that guy, right? Yeah. We have to, you know, Drake added something to the algorithm. To our frequency. He advanced us. Right. Future advances, and our Kendrick has now advanced the frequency. Right. So you have to, you know, it's like when Twister came out, there was rappers that didn't learn, right? But then Jay-Z learned. He did Is That Your Bitch? He could do it. Yeah. If you don't really learn as just a professional rapper, as a sport, what Kendrick is doing, you might be wiped. Yeah. You might be wiped out, you know?
Yeah, because Kendrick's on that timing, you know, and like that, Kendrick says, fuck the big 3, nigga, it's just big me.
You know what? It's interesting because even Future, different people, we just let that pass. And it was interesting because just as men, just as kings, how would we let that idea pass? You know, I'm the greatest that ever existed. And other people, you know, they shouldn't feel that way. Because,
brother, as somebody who grew up on your music, nigga, I had to deal with the fact that Santa Claus wasn't real on 2 counts, okay? The first was when I found out that very beat that I rapped on in the motherfucking intro that said produced by Kanye West was not produced by Kanye West. That beat was produced by Brian All Day Miller. Okay? That shit broke my motherfucking heart. It had your drums. It had your signature sample style. One of my favorite beats that came out in the mid-2000s. And goddamn, Kris Kringle came and dropped off a load of fucking coal at my doorstep as I was watching that music video on TV. And me and my cousin said, goddamn, word on the street, that nigga ain't even make that beat. Now, how the fuck did somebody just make a Kanye beat with Kanye on it and it ain't Kanye? Goddamn. Then Rhyme Fest came out. It said, yeah, man, you know, Jesus Walks, that was my song. Yeah. Back in Chicago, before me and Ye even got on, Ye was just making a couple beats here and there for Jay-Z. You know, he was producing for my album. Jesus Walks was on my album. He wasn't even on the song other than the beat. Whole song written by Rhyme Fest, delivered by Kanye motherfucking West. One of my favorite songs still to this day. I can't even get it off because it's just that good of a song. You ain't write it. So now I got to find out that the nigga I thought was making the best beats wasn't even making the beats. Then the nigga that had my favorite song at the time ain't even write the motherfucking rhymes. Now just imagine how that had to feel as I had a fucking pink polo on. And you out here talking about you the greatest. You a fucking swindler. And we let you get it off, Swindler's List. But you got to pipe down a little bit, sir. We got to pipe down. We give Drake a lot of flack for calling himself the greatest and having ghostwriters on some of his biggest hits. But we know, Kanye, let's be clear here. Kanye West knows how to write raps. Kanye West knows how to make beats. But for whatever reason, he chooses not to, and we gave him all that rope. And I went through time and I have seen the Yeezy community, the Kanye community. I remember the Kanye to the community. All the people that said this man was their GOAT, their favorite. Right? Even despite the we knew who was writing his shit, from Sci-Hi to Consequence to Rhyme Fest to Malik Youssef. Let you get that shit off. Then we find out other niggas making your beats too. You got the nerve to come out your face talking about you the greatest. You are a great creative director. You have some great ideas that connect from time to time. And when they do, them bitches go. But you got to pipe down, brother. I've been waiting to have this conversation for a minute.
Here.
Yeah. No.
But every man, is gonna feel that they're the number one in the game, but there's different techniques. Like if you rap against Kendrick, you will lose.
Oh,
this man does this specifically. On Street Fighter, you get like a Chun-Li, get a certain kick, and no matter what, you can't beat that thing. It's like if you rap against Kendrick Lamar, like Joe Budden said, never rap against Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
If you rap against Kendrick Lamar, it's a difficult task, but perhaps it's something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a psycho genius, so it could be. Yeah.
Yeah, there you.
This man sat here and implied, never rap against Kendrick Lamar, but I'm a psycho genius, so maybe I could be the one to do it. What nigga go ahead and try it? Goddamn. Don't put your foot around it. Go ahead and step your ass in the motherfucking pool then. Sir, we would love to see what your pen is actively doing today. Now that song, No More Parties in LA, I do believe you said you wrote the rhymes of that song, which featured Kendrick Lamar on it. And then you came back and you wrote the last verse after Kendrick shit, and you bodied it. You know what I'm saying? I give you your credit where it's due. But no, sir. We ain't heard a verse from you like that in years. It's been over a decade since that motherfucker came out. Okay? Your music ain't even tolerable no more. You out here just humming and fucking mouthing emotions, not even words on your shit. And people been letting that shit slide. No, sir. Now, that is all a month ago. A year ago, when Like That came out, what did Kanye do? Off the success of the record, off of all the hype of the record, he comes out, yo, Dad, I got you. He drops a verse that nobody asked for. A verse that I actually liked. One of the few that you've dropped in the last 5-6 years that I liked. But it was just another drop in the bucket. Nobody gave a fuck. Except for the hardcore Ye fans. It's over, bro. And when I say it's over, I don't mean your career. But the days of you being that top dog, the days of you being that nigga that could just create conversation and it be favorable and niggas say you to go and say that this is, yo, Kanye just did it again, it's over. And you're having trouble coping with that for whatever reason, right? Niggas gave you your space to have free reign when your career manifested. Yeah, it was a little bit of hesitation from niggas at The Rock. They didn't know what to do with you. But when your time came, they put the resources there for you to thrive. And you were signed to the number one nigga at the time, and the number one nigga at the time co-signed you, got all over your album, did features, allowed you to rap on his shit. Like, niggas made room for you. Make room for the new generation. He's the king right now, dog. You know this. Right? When you was thinking about doing an album called Swish about a decade ago. You had a song called All Day. Who did you go to write it? You don't, Mr. I don't like his music. I don't like his music, but damn, I need him to come write some music for me. All Day, nigga. It's one of my favorite songs from that era. I said, damn, why this ain't going no album? Right? Kendrick, come utilize this man pen, then come out and disrespect him. How could you ever come disrespect a nigga that put pen to paper for your motherfucking ass, sir? What? But let's go back. Let's stay back about a decade, shall we? March 16th, 2015. Almost 10 years to the day. To Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick is an inspiration. Thank you for the vibrations and the spirit. Your meaning, message, and execution are gifts to the world. March 16th, 2015. Almost 10 years to the motherfucking day, sir. Are you shitting me? March 16th, 2015. Finally back in the studio. Starting my day by listening to Kendrick's new album. Thank you for the music and messaging. You, sir, are a fucking clown. Now, some people may say, oh, we need to be gracious to Kanye due to his mental. Look, man, we've given him a lot of grace due to his mental. This is a man who knows what he's doing. He knows what he's saying. He knows what buttons he's trying to push. And we know what he's trying to push. He's got an album on the way. He's been alluding to it for months. But I'm going to go ahead and quote you. We don't want to hear that weak shit no more. Now put your motherfucking hands. Keep your motherfucking hands off the tweets, okay? Because you're a hypocrite. You're a clout chaser. You are a rising star that has fallen from grace and you don't know how to deal with it. You've done everything wrong in the past 6 years. You've had a couple of, anomalies that stood out. Salute on the last album going #1 independently. That was dope. Had to salute that. But it didn't stay there. It didn't have staying power. It didn't become the story of the year. Ask a common person if they know one song off that fucking album. I'm sure my entire chat couldn't name one. You can go to much bigger channels. Go to their chat. How many of y'all can name one? It's over, dog. And it's okay. You are a legacy act that's actively ruining your legacy. Day after day. One tweet at a time. You out here trying to piss off the LGBTQ people. You trying to piss off Jewish people. You trying to piss off black people. You trying to piss off hip hop fans, music fans. And you want everything to revolve around you. You pissing off all your political and corporate connects. Talking about I want to make it hard for you to make money off me. It's going to be hard for you to make money off you in a minute, sir. Now, I still wish you the best. And a part of me still has a soft spot for your older music. Sometimes I revisit it and be like, damn, this nigga's music was top tier. But you as a person, I can't rock with. And you ain't even all the way respectful to the niggas that helped you get there. You fall out with all your bros every couple years. Every 6 months, niggas get cussed out and get sent back home to squalor. And then they have to come back and be like, shit, man, if I'm going to eat, I got to eat with Ye. You know that's how that shit go. Again, coming from a former fan. This nigga got me hot, man. But I ain't going to sit here all day and shit on this dude. I'm just going to say, you know what I mean? Disappointing. Very disappointing. And I don't like how you're moving, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sure you don't give a fuck about my opinion, and that's perfectly fine. But as a former fan, as somebody who followed you, as somebody who mimicked you, as somebody who, you know what I'm saying, used money out of my pocket to go follow your fashion advice at one point in time, like, you're a complete letdown, bro. So let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.